Hello, 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 hello.
That's it, moving.
Hello, 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 hello.
Turn the light on.
I look better. I look better like this.
I did it. My stomach was all scrunched.
No, I look like a troll, but like this.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to be.
So,
So, you just.
my cigar.
I thought you were like doing something, like popping your mouth or something.
Retarded. I don't even think I could be on like reality television because I know the cameras are around. I'll be like, stop recording me.
Well, I bet you probably would get used to it, Mom.
I mean, I probably would, but still. You gonna turn the light on or you
Come
gonna
on, man. Turn it on. Yeah, it's perfect.
Make this go down more? Like, chill it way down?
Dad is by the light.
Blinded by the light.
No, the light up there, Mom.
Right. Dad is by the light.
Sorry. I don't know how to.
No, we have it connected to the switch for a reason. And then you turned it off. That's not very much light.
I don't.
This thing doesn't turn?
It does, but. What do you mean, like?
Like,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
yeah, maybe even lower.
Lower now.
Yeah, that way it's not in my face.
Okay, it's totally in your face now.
I know. There?
I guess. Let me see. Hold on. Fuck. I know this big ass fucking thing is in the way. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so this is gonna be a sound test. Can you hear us? Yep. Dad, you speak.
Hello? What else?
Say like I am a flamboyant, rambunctious
Say
elephant.
whatever you want as a test.
Okay, this is a test.
Say this is a test louder.
This is a test. This is a test louder.
Let's not say this is a test quieter.
This is a test quieter.
Okay.
Sound test?
What's up, y'all? This is Living with Tourette's, part 3 of near-death experiences. This is my dad I'm interviewing. My mom is to the right. You just can't see her. She might speak up, so
You'll probably hear her.
you probably will hear her. She's kind of like that. So majority of these questions are going to be like what happened in the hospital. So like once again, I went to the hospital. I had like a bowel recession, whatever. Still have a scar forever, pretty much. I almost died twice. So let's get into it. So what was the first thought that when they told you to go down Jacksonville bed? What was your first thought?
Well, so your mom called me. Of course, I was at work.
Mm-hmm.
No. Shit. So remember, I'm living in Memphis.
Uh-huh.
Your mom was over with Joseph, right? Helping him move in. And to be honest, so mom called and said, Junior's in the hospital. This was the night before. So whatever night, Wednesday night. Mom said Junior's in the hospital. To be honest, I was like, okay, what the fuck? What the fuck's new?
Okay.
Right? What's new?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Probably the last time you were in the hospital before that, at least that I know of, it was because you had done something stupid, right? You kind of got yourself in the hospital for whatever reason.
Yeah. When was that?
Probably when you and Michelle had a argument or a fight or something like that, or you got in a fight with somebody, and then you're in the hospital, right? So
Okay.
So here was kind of thinking the same thing, right? I'll be honest, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Junior's in the hospital. Okay, what the fuck? What, again?
Okay.
But then I got home and I was talking to your mom, and she's like, okay, I got to call you back because she was getting more information, right? She wasn't sure. So I was like, okay. But now I could tell in her voice that it's something else, something more serious, right?
Yeah.
And remember, so I'm all by myself in Memphis,
Yeah.
right? And so probably when I hang out with your mom, it's probably about 10 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go to bed. And your mom said, okay, I need to find out what's going on. So now, like, I can't sleep, right? Because I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? But so finally go to sleep, go to work the next day. It's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning. And your mom calls up. I think already crying, probably, right? Crying.
It's already on my way down.
Yeah, she said, she's like, it's serious. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, they don't know what's wrong, but his face is blue or face is white, lips are blue or something like that, right? So we really don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
right? And your mom is hearing stuff from your uncle, and I'm hearing stuff from your mom from your uncle, right? So I could tell though in her voice that she's panicking or just worried,
Just
right?
scared,
Yeah, really worried. So she's like, I don't know, you might need to come down here. She's, what should I do? I was like, okay. I said, we need to find out more.
Yeah.
But you need to go, like, go right already.
Yeah.
Go right now. Because she's already in Charleston, so to Jacksonville is like 4 hour drive, right?
Okay.
And then so it was about 9 o'clock that morning, I guess. Fuck. Yeah, probably about 9. Because then I'm worried now, right? I'm getting more and more worried. But I know your mom's on the way, and then like, so my work's hard, right? My work takes a lot out of me, but also we care about each other, which is pretty awesome. So I remember going. It's so weird because when you're away, you don't know what's going on. And I remember going to, not my boss, but he's the executive director, so the second person, right? And I told him, I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, but my son's in the hospital, and he just said, go. He said, he didn't even think twice. Go. So as soon as I called your mom, I said, okay, get me a ticket. And she said, well, she's on the road. So I just like, okay, I have to leave the office because I can't do what I need to do in the office. So I just got my stuff and everybody, like, because I was gonna keep working, and everybody came in. Ops, just go, we got it, go. So they basically kicked me out of my office.
Oh no.
Went home, got on the computer and bought my ticket. I think I bought the ticket. I don't remember who bought the ticket. And I don't buy a ticket, right? I rely on your mom for all that. But she's on the road, so just getting home, getting the ticket, and then tonight, and then I'm already on the plane by that afternoon. Already on the plane to get to Jacksonville. So I guess the reason why I get a bit emotional is like just the two things kind of happen at once, right? Like just the total unknown about what's going on, and like really scared now because because obviously it's not the same. It's not the same old.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck would he do now?
Yeah.
Right. It's obviously not that. But then absence of information, your mind goes crazy.
Yeah.
But then how quickly the people at work just came to support and
like,
really
just go.
Yeah. So that was
We got it. Yeah.
yeah. So that was really awesome.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, you answered my second question. I said, were you scared at all? So
obviously.
second question.
Obviously, I mean, even my emotions are raw right now, right? So yeah.
So what did you do when you first got there? Did you get a hotel?
So who picked me up? Adam picked me up. So got to the airport. Had just a couple of pieces of luggage, maybe 2 pieces of luggage, because I had to bring my uniform, right? Because I don't know how long it was good. I thought ahead. Like I really thought ahead, because I didn't know if I was going to just be there for the weekend or if I was going to have to be there longer. So I brought my computer, I brought my uniform, I brought everything just in case. So I had my 2 pieces of luggage, my backpack with my computer, and thinking your mom is going to pick me up. But, as I start landing, she said, hey, Adam's going to pick you up. So, like, that was fucking awesome, right? Like, Adam and I, like, every time we do meet, we hang out. But it's not like Adam and I are, like, always hanging out, always talking on the phone. But, like, he went out of his way to make sure that he was available, right? So he picked me up, and we went straight to the hospital.
Okay.
It was already late, though, right?
Yeah.
So we tried to go to the main emergency entrance, or not the emergency entrance, the main critical care entrance, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was already too late. So again, pretty fucking awesome, pretty cool of Adam. He didn't just drop me off. It was already late, right? It was already 10 o'clock or something in the evening. He's got to work the next day. But instead of just dropping me off and say, see ya, right? He's like, hey, you might not be able to get in. So so we checked. Nope, couldn't get in. So like he hung around, got in, drove me around. Like we didn't know exactly where to go.
Yeah.
But then he like also kind of coached me, like, okay, you're gonna go in here, you're gonna give me your name. So here I am, right there at the emergency entrance. 2 suitcases, a backpack. Like, hey, my son's in the hospital. Like, I don't know where to go. Yeah. So they signed me in, and then over to your room.
Okay.
So that's kind of the experience I had showing up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for me to like wake up and like kind of become coherent enough to like say hi even, Like, was that like a couple days or?
I don't. Fuck. Was he awake when I first got there, babe?
No.
I feel like he was.
No.
But
He was like,
yeah, like not coherent.
right.
But I don't know if awake, because I feel like you saw me, and maybe even like a surprised that I was there.
Yeah,
right?
I remember that, like, because I remember like seeing mom, and I was like, wait, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I remember that, because I would think I was dreaming,
Yeah.
I felt like I was dreaming, and I saw mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, whoa, what the hell? What are y'all doing here?
Yeah.
I saw you, and I was
Yeah.
What?
Because you think about, when was the last time we saw each other?
like years before that.
Yeah, I think, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like for lunch a year before.
Yeah.
Because we were with Joseph in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Right? Picking
Yeah.
up his stuff or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it'd been a long
And
time.
so I had talked to y'all maybe like on the
Right.
phone, but
Yeah.
I hadn't seen y'all.
Yeah.
So seeing y'all I was like, wait, whoa, what the hell? I was like surprised, like, because
Yeah.
I was
And
just, it was just another day for me,
Yeah, and I kind of remember that when I first got there, you being awake, and I kind of saw like your eyes, like recognition, but also like what the
Yeah.
hell, like, but also
Yeah.
like you were still like your nose thing,
Yeah.
and all connected to the
So, like, all
monitors
kinds
or
of stuff,
whatever.
yeah.
Did he have something around his head?
I feel like I might have. I don't know.
Where's my phone? I don't even know if I took a picture. I wanted to take a picture just to kind of like capture it, but also I was like, "Fuck! Well, what if this is the last time I ever fucking see him?" Right? So I don't want that.
Yeah.
We just had these.
Oh, the monitor thing.
Nodes,
Yeah.
yeah. Huh.
Yeah, but you had that thing in your nose and everything.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a shock.
So like when I thought y'all were aliens, how did they calm me down? Like, I don't even remember when that happened. Like because.
So that was later.
So for like a little bit like background.
Yeah.
So I thought that my parents were like aliens for some reason. I thought they were there to abduct me, and I'm not sure exactly why. I was kind of in La La Land from like all the sedation and all like the waking up and then coming to and then waking up and then coming to, and plus I didn't have my medication, my normal medication.
Yeah.
So one time I came to when I like was aggressive with them, and I was like, oh no, don't let them take me. They're aliens. They're here to abduct me. And so I like swung on my mom and I tried to kick my dad.
Yeah. But before we get to that though, so they called it something like ICU dementia.
Yeah.
So it's a thing that happens a lot with people that are in the ICU,
Oh.
but predominantly old people who already have things neurological issues, and they're the ones that get that. So it's a little bit odd for you being younger that you also had that, but because you're in the ICU for so long, and you weren't sleeping when you needed to be sleeping, and you were drugged, and you had a whole different cocktail, all kind of different drugs.
Yeah.
But before we get to that point, so I got there, right? It was late, but you were pretty much like almost unconscious.
Yeah.
Like, just enough to like recognize something and then right back to sleep. So I went to the Airbnb. Your mom, of course, stayed there, right? No one was gonna have her leave, right?
Yeah.
And like days seemed like weeks almost, right? Like because you're there the whole time.
Yeah.
So I slept real quick, and then I came back the very next day, and it was on the weekend. I think by then it was Friday or.
No, it
something
definitely
like that.
felt like weeks.
Yeah. So all the days kind of blur, right? But you were still so heavily sedated that it wasn't such a big deal. Like you were sedated, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, almost like a medicated coma, almost, right? But it still seemed like in the daytime you weren't so bad. You kind of come lucid a little bit, but for some reason at night your tics would start coming back.
Oh.
So it was either keep you in a fucking medicated coma, or let you kind of try to come out. But when you start coming out, you start ticking
like crazy.
and you start like trying to pull the nose thing out, or try to pull the things.
Yeah.
So then they put you right back under again.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, at night, it wouldn't work as well.
Oh.
So you were ticking a lot. But at night, I would go back to the Airbnb to sleep, so I could come in the morning and try to relieve your mom, right? Let her go take a shower. But at night, she's like frazzled, right? Her eyes are like, oh, fucking, like, because she had to stay up all night. Yeah. And then I'm there in the daytime, and you slept a lot of the day, or you would wake up and it was okay. Like we would even have conversations. You and I would have conversations, and I was trying to extend your lucid moments, right? Like when you were awake and you were conversating, I was trying to extend that. Yeah. But
I remember you asking me questions about
I had like I Googled shit, right? I would just Google, like we talked about ants and all this stuff. So I just Googled like, what do I know about ants, right? So I was trying to keep your mind off of the pain, because as soon as the pain started getting more, you started ticking more, you started getting like it was just apparent that you were uncomfortable, right? But if I could try to keep your mind off of the pain and try to extend the lucidness before they had to give you the drugs, that was my goal, right? Okay. Talk, keep you occupied. So anything I could think of, right? Rap music, ants, the weather.
I remember that too, because I remember because I was ticking so much too.
Yeah. Because as soon as you start ticking, they didn't know how to deal with it, right? Yeah. And again, part of your tics was like this, and you had that big ass
fucking those things.
Right. But you also kept trying to pull that. That nose thing out, right? Because it was all taped right here. Yeah. And it would get in my way. Or and I was like, oh, God, I can't stand this shit. So then they put you back under. But by, I don't know, the second night, I was like, babe, you need to go. You need to rest. Because one of the nights, she said, and I was only there, it was only the second night I was there, maybe.
You were there.
And mom was like, oh, it was the worst ever. He was like, you were being more aggressive, more argumentative, like just being ornery, right? Like just being kind of an asshole. Yeah. And mom's trying to intercede and stuff. Yeah. So you could tell she was exhausted, and she's like, "This is the worst night ever." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Okay, you need to go, right? Let me just do it, right?" So I sent mom home for the evening, and you and I again, my goal was to try to extend your lucidity part, right? And then when you sleep, let you sleep soundly. Yeah. And then when you wake up, instead of being all focused on the pain or focused on whatever, I was trying to distract, right? Or have conversations. Yeah. And that night, it was good. Yeah. Right? You slept for like 3 hours, then you woke up. I woke up as soon as I heard you. I woke up and I already started like
Yeah.
asking you questions and talking and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So then you talked for about 45 minutes, and you went back to sleep. Slept for 3 hours. Woke up, same thing,
Yeah.
and then 45 minutes later, you went back to sleep. So when Mom came, like I was all sleep every 3
Yeah.
hours. I'm sleeping, right? So when Mom came that morning, no bags, no bags, no wrinkles, whatever. I was like, no, he was fine. He was good. It was like, and I was really optimistic. Like, okay, he's coming around, right? So then that night, again, Mom stayed, and I went to the Airbnb to sleep. I was like, okay, let me get some sleep. I'll see you back at 6:00 in the morning. And your mom called. I don't know. I had barely put my pajamas on. I was getting to bed, and she called. She's like, well, I don't know what to do. He's getting really belligerent. He tried to hit me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. So I put my stuff on
Yeah.
and went straight. And that's when, like, it was bad.
Yeah.
Right? So as soon as I got there.
And I only remember, like trying to swing on Mom and then trying to kick you. And then I remember them strapping me down, but I don't remember, like, how. Like, did they stab you with a needle or something?
No. We just had to hold you down, and they kind of strapped you.
And then I calmed down?
No. Like the devil was in your eye. So when I got there, right, it was obviously like tension, right?
Yeah.
And your mom was trying to hold your hand, and the nurse was trying to hold your hand. And I got there, and you're like, you looked at me again, and you're like, whatever. But I could kind of tell, like, instead of like good eyebrows,
Yeah.
like
Like really bad eyebrows.
It was your angry eyes.
Yeah.
Right? Like I
Yeah.
could tell, like you had this look, right? So again, I try to use that same technique, like distract or talk, and like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And then I could tell, just like you were like, that. Like I don't even remember the words, but I could just tell, like. So I moved to your mom. I moved her around. So I'm over on your left side, and then you're like, like you could just like you were like. I don't know. Yeah, aggressive, angry, frustrated, and you're like you were, like.
Is this after I had my surgery?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. All the surgery was before I even got there.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So I did this all after my fucking surgery.
Yeah. Like
That's
I think
crazy.
during your surgery, I think you were probably unconscious.
That's crazy. Like
by the time they got you
I
in there.
swung in y'all and I tried to kick out after
Yeah.
I had stitches and everything.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And you kind of caught me by surprise because I'm holding your hand like this, looking at you, and like I said, like your eyes, like you meant harm, right? But at first, so you're like this, and I'm on this side of you, right? You're in the bed. I'm on this side of you, and I don't know how you. Right?
Yeah,
So
I remember that.
If I'm doing this other side, right?
I tried to.
Right?
Yeah.
But you hit me pretty hard, right?
Yeah.
But I thought maybe it was like a tick. Like
No.
okay, this is like a weird tick, right? Because you've been having a lot of weird ticks all 2-3 days.
I remember.
So I looked at you. I said, you just kicked me? And then huevo again, fucking, but this time harder, like purposely trying to hit my head.
Shit.
Right? And then I blocked it, and by then I knew, okay, that wasn't a tick, that was on purpose.
Shit.
And then again, like you're kind of like a evil, kind of mean, like laugh, like okay, this is changed.
Shit.
This is not the same.
Damn, that's crazy.
The one thing I kind of remember, like the whole time, your mom was running on emotion.
Yeah.
I was trying to run on, like, thinking things through, right? So, when your mom's like, yeah, he thinks we're aliens or vampires or something, then you started, like, talking about things, like trying to explain, like, yeah, because the people, they're around, and, like, they're in this fucking weird party, and then the chainsaw, and like you're explaining all this weird stuff, right? Like they're in a party, but everybody thinks that they're aliens, and then they're killing everybody, but they're also getting killed, and then a chainsaw and the rips, and And then I look up to the TV, and you were essentially explaining fucking Rick and Morty.
It's crazy.
So I look at Stacy, I look at your mom, I'm like, why are we watching this crap? We have a person that's in and out of drugs with this in the background. Right?
It's crazy, yeah.
So then again, hopeful, I turn it off, hoping that...
That calmed me down.
Yeah, but you kept going.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, y'all had already been in a hospital situation before with me. Did anything feel new about this time? Like,
So what time in the hospital situation are you referring to?
I'm talking about the brain
With the
situation.
brain. Yeah. So
Like they're both
Yes.
equally as scary, right?
yeah. They're all. I mean. So I don't know if you remember for the brain surgery. I don't remember if you. So of course we're concerned, right? You're in ICU. You're about to go do the surgery, and it was me and you. I don't know where your mom was. She might have been in the room, but you were talking to me, like directly to me. And I'm like, okay, Pop, they're about to take you. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. And you told me, Dad, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Right? Like, fuck. What are you supposed to say to that?
Yeah.
Right? I don't want you to die either.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I remember that for sure. Dad, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And Pop, I don't want you to die either. But, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, this is so out of my control, right?
Yeah.
I
You
can't
could
go in
actually
there.
fucking die.
Right, and I can't go in there and tell the
Make
doctor
sure,
to do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so...
And apparently, so my mom said that like I guess I saw the light or something, and so apparently I begged the doctors as I was going towards like death or something. I said, please don't let me die, please don't let me die. And I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I would have been like, please let me die.
Right, you talking about this time?
Yeah, this time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apparently, I guess my body wants to live.
Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess.
And for me, it was a little bit different, right? Because that time...
I was a kid.
Right, and the innocence,
Yeah.
right? And this was by no fault of your own. In fact, it is by our fault, right? Because we conceived you, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever your genes are that are making that happen, right?
Yeah.
It's either mom's genes or mine or the combination of our genes, right? So you're totally innocent. If anybody's to blame, it's us.
Yeah.
Right? This time, I did like a bit more like angry at you. Yeah. Right? Like, what the fuck? You brought yourself to this.
Somehow your necrotic bowels were black. Right?
Yeah.
Somehow that happened.
Right.
It wasn't because of y'all.
Right. It wasn't because of us. Not by this point.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably something to do with
maybe despite us, right?
Yeah.
Like our best interests, or I mean, our best, like everything we had wanted was for your best interests, right? And you, in my opinion, right, is you actively made life choices that led you to this, right? So of course I'm worried about you. Of course I don't want you to die, but I'm also angry at you because you fucking put yourself here, right? Yeah. And, now that I'm, had time to retrospect and digest, I think there's a combination, right? I think part of it's your Tourette's, right? And the challenges you have in Tourette's. But also, some of that you can't control. But then also, part of it you can control because part of it is life choices, right? So, there's a balance, right? But that's kind of the difference is before innocence and now not so much innocent, right? But I do remember Mom is saying, because we have an appointment right now, we have to come back because this is a good conversation. I do remember you always being very happy, like you were proud that I was there, right? Like that's my dad. Dad? Yeah. Is that Dad? And then you'd tell the nurse, that's my dad. Or I would do something and you would hug me and you're like, that's my dad. Like I felt like you were getting comfort from
you being there.
Us being there, me being there. And for a long part of our lives, in your recent adulthood, you haven't been overly happy for me to be around, right? Because we
Yeah.
butt heads, right? So fucking dad. But this time, you're like, fuck yeah, dad, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
anyway, that was kind of some of when you asked me about the last time versus this time.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Maybe a good time to pause,
Yeah.
and then we'll
Uh-huh.
pick it up because
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.